Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Mama June Lauren Pumpkin fired breaks silence about breakup. Mama June, family crisis star Lauren Pumpkin Ifford, has broken her silence about the breakup between her and Josh Ifford. The two were together for nearly a decade and married for 6 years. Now they have called it quits and a lot is going on between the estranged duo, and Pumpkin is having her say. Keep reading for all of the details as to what her truth is. Mama June Lauren Pumpkin Ifford breaks silence about breakup. Fans were floored to learn that Lauren Pumpkin Ifford had filed for divorce from Josh Ifford on August 1, 2024. They appeared to be fairly happy despite all of the sadness the family had gone through over the last year. Pumpkin's eldest sister, Anna Cardwell, was diagnosed with stage 4 adrenal and it was an uphill battle. Sadly, she passed in December 2023, and Josh noted he had never seen his wife in such a dark place. He had hoped she would find her way out, but it was unclear if and when. Shortly after the season ended, Pumpkin filed for divorce, and some felt it was for a storyline. However, Pumpkin was allegedly seeing a man named Darren Kitchens, while Josh had moved on with a pregnant woman named Keely. There have also been rumors that they are swingers and their new partners are very close. With all of this circulating, Pumpkin hopped on her Facebook to speak up for the first time since filing for divorce. She decided to say what she felt necessary but still kept it vague. She acknowledged she and Josh have been apart for months, and it has not been easy to love and let go. Yet, they will always work together for their 4 children, but are not speaking publicly after this statement. Lauren Pumpkin Ifford's followers were immensely supportive. You're allowed to do what's best for your children and yourself, even if it makes other people mad. Hope all is well, Mick drop baby. I love you and everything will be just fine. All for show? Though Lauren Pumpkin Ifford's followers felt she addressed this perfectly, others were not so sure. They started a Reddit thread believing this was all for a Mama June storyline, more like we can't talk about it cause it's going to be on the next season. Right, what private are they talking about? None of them work or have real jobs, they get paid to have their personal lives exploited. They have a whole TV show, the only reason she's not speaking on it is Beck, they hope to profit from it via way TV. I put everything on the internet but now I want privacy, what a joke of a family. Others were not even remotely convinced that Pumpkin wrote this statement, so there are a lot of mixed emotions about this. Time will tell if this was all just a ploy for another season. It would be really sad if they went through a divorce with 4 young children for a storyline and ratings. Lauren Pumpkin Ifford had always been known for her strength, her resilience, and her fierce loyalty to her family, but in the days following her breakup with Josh Ifford, she found herself grappling with a whirlwind of emotions that she never anticipated. As the rumors swirled and speculation ran wild, Lauren knew she couldn't stay silent any longer. It was time to break her silence, to set the record straight and to reclaim her narrative. Sitting in her cozy living room, Lauren glanced around at the familiar surroundings that now seemed tinged with an unfamiliar sadness. The walls were adorned with family photos, capturing moments of happiness and love that had once seemed unbreakable, but now those memories felt distant, like they belonged to a different time, a different life. With a deep breath, Lauren picked up her phone and opened the camera app. She knew that speaking directly to her followers, the ones who had been with her through thick and thin, was the only way to share her truth. She hit record, and as the camera began rolling, she felt a sense of calm wash over her. This was her moment. Hey y'all, Lauren began, her voice steady but tinged with emotion. I know there's been a lot of talk lately, and I just wanted to come on here and share what's really been going on. She paused for a moment, gathering her thoughts as memories of the past few months flooded her mind. The late-night arguments, the feelings of distance that had grown between her and Josh, and the painful decision to finally call it quits. It all played out like a movie reel in her head. Josh and I have decided to go our separate ways, she continued, her voice cracking slightly. This isn't something I ever thought I'd have to say, but sometimes life takes you down paths you never expected. Lauren could see the concern and support flooding in through the comments section, but she stayed focused on sharing her truth. We've been through a lot together, more than most people can imagine, and for a long time, I thought we could get through anything. But sometimes, even when you love someone, It's just not enough. As she spoke, Lauren felt a weight lifting off her shoulders. It was as if finally putting her feelings into words was helping her come to terms with the reality of her situation. She knew that the decision to end her marriage hadn't been an easy one, but it had been necessary for both her and Josh's well-being. "We tried, y'all," Lauren said, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. "We really did. But in the end, we had to make the choice that was best for our kids and for ourselves, and that choice was to part ways." The comments continued to pour in, filled with messages of love and support from her followers. Lauren couldn't help but smile through her tears, grateful for the outpouring of kindness. It was moments like these that reminded her of the strength she had within her and the community of people who had her back. "I know this isn't the end of my story," Lauren added, her voice growing stronger. "It's just a new chapter, and while it may be scary and uncertain, I know that I'll come out of this stronger than ever. I've got my kids, I've got my family, and I've got all of you." Lauren wiped away a tear that had escaped down her cheek, feeling a sense of closure that she hadn't expected. She had been dreading this moment, fearing that opening up about her breakup would make everything feel more real. But now, as she spoke her truth, she realized that this was the first step in healing. "We're gonna be okay," she said with a small smile. "And I want y'all to know that no matter what happens, I'll always be here sharing my journey with you. Thank you for being there for me, for us, through everything. I love y'all." With that, Lauren ended the recording and sat back on the couch, letting out a long exhale. The room felt quieter now, but it was a peaceful kind of quiet, the kind that comes after a storm, when the skies begin to clear and you can see the light breaking through the clouds. She knew that the road ahead wouldn't be easy. There would be difficult days, moments of doubt, and times when she questioned if she had made the right decision. But Lauren also knew that she had the strength to face whatever challenges came her way. She had faced adversity before, and she had always come out stronger on the other side. As she sat there, reflecting on the journey that lay ahead, Lauren felt a renewed sense of purpose. This was her life, and she was determined to make the most of it, for herself and for her children. The breakup with Josh was just one chapter in her story, but it didn't define her. She was more than the hardships she had faced. She was a survivor, a fighter, and above all, a mother who would do anything for her kids. Lauren knew that her story would continue to unfold in ways she couldn't predict, but she was ready to face whatever came her way. She had the love of her family. Lauren knew that her story would continue to unfold in ways she couldn't predict, but she was ready to face whatever came her way. She had the love of her family, the support of her followers, and the determination to build a new life for herself and her children. With a final glance at the phone in her hand, Lauren smiled to herself. This was the beginning of a new chapter, and she was ready to embrace it with open arms. The future was uncertain, but Lauren Pumpkin Ifford was ready to write her own story, one filled with hope, resilience, and the unbreakable bond of family.